What is the difference between high versus low vibrational people? Have you ever noticed how certain words start to float around the world and suddenly everyone is using them? High vibration, low vibration. They sound important, almost mystical, but somewhere along the way they began to feel like labels, like invisible badges people pin to themselves. High meaning good, low meaning bad, and that's where the conversation quietly went wrong. Because if we are honest, no human being lives permanently in either place. Not you, not me, not the calmest person you know. So maybe the question isn't, what kind of person are they? Maybe the question is softer. What kind of state are they in right now? When people speak about vibration, what they are often describing is atmosphere, the feeling someone carries. You've walked into rooms where the air felt easy. Conversations moved gently. No one needed to dominate. No one was bracing for impact. And you've walked into other rooms where something was tight. Words were sharp. Reactions were quick. It felt as though everyone was slightly on edge. That difference is what people call vibration. Not because it's mystical, but because emotion spreads. Quietly, instantly, without permission. When someone is steady inside themselves, it shows. There is a pause before they respond, a softness even when they disagree. They do not rush to defend every point, as if their survival depends on it. If they are wrong, they can admit it without collapsing. If they are hurt, they can say so without attacking. It doesn't mean they never feel anger. It doesn't mean they are endlessly cheerful. It simply means they are not at war with themselves. And that inner steadiness creates space around them, space where other people can breathe. On the other hand, when someone is caught in fear or insecurity or old unhealed wounds, that shows too. Conversations become battlegrounds. Small comments feel like threats. Gossip feels like connection. Blame feels safer than reflection. There is urgency in their tone, as though something must be proved at all costs. It can feel heavy to be around that energy. But heavy does not mean evil. Heavy often means tired, or frightened, or overwhelmed. And here is the part that humbles all of us. Every single person has lived in both states. Stress can pull anyone downward. Lack of sleep can sharpen anyone's tongue. Pain can make even the kindest person defensive. Loss can make someone hard. Fear can make someone loud. No one floats above human experience. So perhaps the real difference is not about being high or low. Perhaps it is about awareness. When someone snaps and later says, "That wasn't fair of me," something has shifted. When someone notices their jealousy and chooses not to let it rule them, something has grown. When someone feels anger but refuses to let it turn into cruelty, that is strength. Higher states are not about appearing enlightened. They are about taking responsibility. Responsibility for your reactions. Responsibility for your words. Responsibility for the atmosphere you carry into a space. And that kind of responsibility is quiet. It doesn't need to announce itself. It doesn't need to label others as beneath it. Because the moment someone says, "I am high vibration and they are low," comparison has already entered the room. And comparison is rarely peaceful. A truly steady person does not spend much time ranking others. They are too busy tending their own inner weather. Maybe that is the simplest way to understand it. High and low are not identities. They are weather patterns. Sometimes the sky is clear and wide. Sometimes there is thunder. Sometimes there is fog so thick you cannot see your own hand in front of you. The goal is not to shame yourself during the storm. The goal is to recognize when you are in one, to pause, to soften, to ask quietly, "Is this how I want to show up?" And then, when you can, to return, because returning is everything. Returning to steadiness, returning to humility, returning to kindness, not because it makes you better than someone else, but because it feels lighter in your own body. In the end, vibration is not about superiority. It is about self-awareness. It is about the willingness to grow instead of project, to reflect instead of blame, to listen instead of overpower. And that choice is available to anyone, every single day. As always, this has been Valkyrie. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, be kind to yourself and others. Lanterns up, people.